All right, we are back, and it's Crossfire with Dr. Anishoma. I have comrade, comrade Murphy in the studio, and I have Kive Kokori in the studio, and we've been discussing the issue, about Nigeria, and we talked about, the withdrawal of diplomatic passports from all past public office holders, and as many people who are holding them should return them. And I think there was a statement that the head of Immigration Service was saying that they were going to give them an ultimatum. I don't know what will happen after the ultimatum, but I think the most important thing is that all of these things, like we've been saying, should be part of the things that they have to sign off. We seem to all agree that there should be a form of clearance. If a diplomatic passport is one of the things that have been attached to the office, it never will carry. It should carry a green pali jeje without carrying a diplomatic, without a diplomatic influence or privileges on it.
We have some of these individuals who also have diplomatic plate numbers. And in fact, the bulk of the crime, money laundering and many other negative vices, are being done across our borders, even to tomorrow. Until that issue, until there's a declaration that all such plate numbers should be returned, this is, even if you take the passport, man, they can still do, they can still carry out the activities.
No, but it's actually attached to the office. Why would somebody who was a senator in 1999 is still driving a vehicle with diplomatic plate numbers?
Exactly.
Is still carrying diplomatic passport to travel?
They shouldn't limit it to the passport. Everything, that all such benefits or whatever.
Do you know what it takes Nigerians to take visas now? Let's collect this passport. Let them go and see what it takes. Let them wake up at 4 a.m. and go and queue at Eleke Crescent to get their next American visa.
They know what it takes because they were not born with diplomatic passport, and that's why they always don't want to return it. Because they don't want to go back and face that process. So it's not that they don't know.
By the grace of God,
the thing is, if you leave a diplomatic passport for 10 people that have left service, maybe only 1 will return it. 9 will keep it. It's just normal human nature. The thing is, we are not people who have morals.
Nigerian nature.
No. All over the world, any human being. If laws, look, let me coin something for you. Laws are made for man. Man is not made for laws. So which means man makes laws and man enforces laws. And why do you think in the wisdom of human beings they created laws? Because human beings are prone to breaking laws. Yeah. So if you do not enforce punishment for any law breaking, people will keep breaking the law all over the world. That's why you go to the UK, you can wake up in the morning, you see the bus stop. Somebody has broken the glass at the bus stop. Yeah. You understand? But the reason why these things don't try... One of the poles for the traffic light around Bar Beach was actually hit by a vehicle. And we didn't see the vehicle, but we saw that the pole is already destroyed. So the reason why these things don't try is because people get punished. So over time, when people get punished for things, it now becomes human nature. To abide by the rules and regulations. But if you know that if you pass it one way, if a last man comes or a policeman, you give him 100 naira, you will go. Most likely you will break the laws. So the problem is Nigerians, our psyche has been bastardized to a level where, as I said earlier, we believe what is wrong is right. So we need the institutions of government to make us abide by these values.
Okay. All sorry, right. Please. Yeah, I need to quickly come in here because it's still also in line with this administration. Now, you just brought me to one of the issues we were talking about during the break. And I said, look at our laws. We have multiplicity of laws. Probably you may have this particular act saying this, and this is the penalty. Another act is saying something contrary to what the other act has said. At the end of the day, this cannot enforce sanity in our society because we have these issues. Now, do you think this administration is going to work on that? And how long will it take? Because we know it's going to take amending the laws. It's going to take a lot of deliberations to do that. Do you think this administration is ready to do that?
I think they should. It's not about them being ready.
I mean, if we really want to get our country back, ready for those processes? Are we ready for those processes?
You see, democracy as a form of government usually goes with procedures. And the government must follow and abide by these procedures to get anything done. I agree with you. that there are loopholes in our constitution. But also, that is the main reason why people amend their constitution time to time, even those we copied from.
Even their laws.
Including the Americans that we copied from. Time to time, they amend it because it's man-made. It's not meant to be perfect. After a period of time, they discover that
some things are falling out and they need to be corrected.
Not to have been here. This is no longer applicable in the society. For instance, a law that is made maybe 15, 20, 30 years back. Today is no longer useful because people don't even have reason to commit such crimes.
Society has advanced beyond that.
When you amend your constitution, you trash such. That is one. Then secondly, I think what we need mostly is leadership, because that is what we've been lacking. And I have a little hope in this present administration that at least we now have a leader that is in charge. A leader that people can look up to and say, no, I'm not going to do this. Buhari. Even when he's not going to bite, people assume that if he comes, he's going to bite me. So I believe strongly that some of these problems will be taken care of. Though it's not going to be automatic. We Nigerians, we want to get everything done overnight. Of course, it's natural, it's human nature. But I believe that we can start from it. The issue of passports, diplomatic passport, it's not because of corruption as well. And because the system has failed. Do you know why I said so? For instance, do you know if our system is functioning, you can make the passport useless electronically and let the governor be carrying it about.
Exactly.
And then he or she will be embarrassed.
If the person... Now, Murphy, let me help you here. The moment you mentioned that, something came into my head. Why not allow the diplomatic passport to be valid for the period this person is going to be in the office?
After 4 years from the
Every office have a tenure.
Exactly.
Then every appointment have a tenure. If it's going to be 3 years or 4 years. So the Nigerian immigration should begin to take a cue.
When they give you your driver's license or your international passport,
it expires. So why will the diplomatic passport
when it's going to expire? So why not?
Or maybe they're even going. Maybe it should expire. Maybe they're even going, behind the back to actually get it stamped.
You should apply for another.
But I'm very sure that those of them at the immigration foresaw this. They probably may have deliberated on this, but probably was it also that they had to overlook this necessity to do it this way because of the level of decadence that we had as at that time?
Yes, I agree.
No, if it's somebody that you have benefited from when he is in the office and he's telling you that I still need this passport, even though he has left office, what do?
For instance,
you just look away like, with impunity. You just look at it like, okay, he's my friend, so he can still carry it, he can still use it. But gentlemen and lady, let's move on here. We have an important... We started yesterday to discuss about 100 days of President Muhammadu Buhari in office. And we went, into a lot of details. So many things about 8-10 of them have been captured to have been, significant achievements of the present administration. I mean, things that are recording or that are already recorded has been achieved, as a plus for, President Muhammadu Buhari in his 100 days in office. Yesterday, we discussed, about security, the activity of Boko Haram vis-a-vis the preparation and a lot of activities going on to fight, insurgency in Nigeria to a standstill. We discussed also about war against corruption, the anti-graft war of President Muhammadu Buhari. Is it selective or is actually aimed at ensuring that every public office holder who probably at some point in time have participated in looting our commonwealth should eventually be probed and our money should be taken back from them, and they should be taken to court and they should be persecuted and jailed if necessary, and all of that. But let's look at another very sensitive area that Nigerians feel it has been achieved, and this one it baffles me a great deal. And if anybody really want to stand, for the current administration as achieving, a remarkable, achievement in this particular area, I stand to be corrected. Now, President Muhammadu Buhari, everybody is saying that there is improved power supply. Now, my first question is that, do you think this is sustainable? I totally disagree in answering this same question by myself before I come to you, gentlemen. I believe that it is not sustainable, and I will give you my reasons. I believe why, if at all we have an improved power supply today, it did not and was not made happen by the Buhari administration. That's one. Number two is that I believe also very strongly that a lot of environmental issues probably are favored because who unbundled NEPA? Former President Goodluck Jonathan, who eventually, separated and ensured that, okay, the GENCOs have a total responsibility, different from that of the DISCOs and all of those things. Former President Goodluck Jonathan. So, my position is just that if we all agree that this administration is building on a very solid foundation that has been laid by the past administration, maybe I have no problem. But to say that in 100 days, the Buhari administration has been able to do some people say body language. Do body generate electricity? Don't give me this body language thing because you can do it. Because
let's address
anyway, because I become really very emotional.
Let me explain to you what has happened.
Okay.
Is a simple example. It's like you have a wife, right? You buy foodstuffs in the house and you have children, and your wife does not cook the foodstuff. Would your children starve? They will starve, right?
If there's gari,
if she doesn't cook it and you do not make sure that she cooks it,
if there's,
they will starve. But if you make sure that she cooks that foodstuff, yeah, they will eat, right? So what has happened is, in terms of infrastructures, Jonathan's government has started the process of making NEPA function. And that's why they privatized and they sold some of these infrastructures to private companies. But what has happened is, because of lack of leadership, which I'm sure we all agree, Jonathan lacked. He lacked leadership. Nobody actually does the right thing, and he doesn't make sure that they do it. But Buhari came in, and because everybody sees Buhari as a no-nonsense man, that's why a lot of people have started doing their work. And that's why electricity has improved. And because of gas, remember, most of these power plants need gas to function.
Yeah.
There was so much pipeline vandalization going on in the past administration.
But the past administration spent billions, billions, to make sure those pipelines were secure.
Well, who did they give the contracts to? To Tompolos and the rest?
The people they gave it to.
People who are the ones who actually destroyed the pipelines in the first place.
Gani Adams and his team.
Do you understand? How can a decent government give the maintenance and protection of some of the most important infrastructures in your country to militants, to area boys, to criminals?
So much.
Do you understand?
I don't know about that.
So it will never happen. The thing is, Buhari has taken the right thing. Normally, it should be the Navy that should protect those pipelines.
Kive, let's take this call. Kolade, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing today?
I'm fine, thank you.
All right, great. Thanks for calling to Crossfire. Let's take your thought.
Yes, I've been watching your show for quite a long time now.
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I like to sound this so that for the benefit of every other person watching your show.
Okay.
I want to believe you are a presenter on this show. But most of the time, you come up with a certain topic, you act as the presenter, and also the criticizer. And I believe that's the reason why you bring people to your show, to talk about whatever the topic is.
Okay.
You shouldn't be asking the question and be answering the question at the same time.
Okay, boss.
Most times, all you do is criticize this government. I don't know if you're a PDP member or what thing, but whatever we are doing or whatever we are saying, this is a TV that a lot of people are watching. Please, let us speak positively, no matter what. Whatever we are doing is not for today, but for tomorrow. Whatever the government must have done, whatever is good, let us be sincere about it. Whatever is not good, it is not because we want to baptize them. That's why we're saying it's not good. But for them to make corrections in those areas. So please, that's just what I want us to take.
Thank you very much, Kolade. You know, but Kolade needs to know that I'm a Nigerian. I'm also on the show, and at the same time, I have my opinions.
And that's why we're here to differ or agree.
Even when we bring people, obviously, Kive is differing from my opinion already. even though it appears as if I asked a question and I'm answering it. I didn't answer it. I just simply stated my opinion. And Kive is already, attacking and telling me, I should...
No. I think it's not like I differ from you completely. What I'm saying is, I agree. Jonathan must have put all those infrastructures in place because you can't use 100 days to do all those things. But you also need leadership to make anything work. Even if you have the best infrastructures in this world, if leadership is bereft, it won't work. So the thing is, Buhari, as we said, body language is making things work, but body language cannot sustain things. So that's why I would not sit here and criticize for the reason of criticizing. The thing is, I will say some certain things because I want Buhari also to start doing things as well, apart from body language. Let him start putting things in place. Let him start making sure that the institutions are strengthened.
Don't you think
what's your take on this, Murphy? Because we need to go on a break now.
You see, actually, the Buhari's administration has come out openly to say that they have not done any investment in the power sector. A few days back, the essay on media, Adesina, also spoke and said they've not added a single megawatts. But you and I can affirm that there is improved power supply now.
Is it sustainable?
Yes, if it is sustainable, it's another question. But what we are saying is this. Before now, NEPA has been sold to private companies. So how come those who bought it then under Jonathan's administration could not sit up to give Nigerians light? And all of a sudden, there is a new leader, and the same people have decided to provide gas. Because I think I've been privileged to talk to some of their personnel, and they disclose that it is gas. These guys that are managing this organization are refused to spend money on gas. And if they do not do so, you and I wouldn't have light. But now there's a leader that you are not even sure of his next action. You are not even sure if he's going to terminate the contract tomorrow. So everybody,
you have made investment you don't want to lose, so you better work.
Everybody's working.
Everybody is trying to work to impress his star. And why they do so, you and I enjoy.
All right. Okay, let's quickly go on a short break. When we come back, we'll be approaching the last lap of the show. And we will still be talking about the issue of national interest, especially on the improved power supply during the 100 days of President Muhammadu Buhari in government. We will be right back. All right, we are back, and before we went on that break, we were talking about if really and truly the new administration have been responsible for the improved power supply that Nigerians are claimed to be enjoying as we speak. And no credit has particularly been given, as it were, except for some of the assertions that Comrade Murphy said on the show, that even the presidency came out very strong to say we have not had not even 1 megawatt of electricity, but everything still is pointing to body language, right?
Yeah, if you say so.
Leadership. You call it leadership, You call it leadership. Let's take this call. Good morning, Cyril.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning, sir. Welcome back.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, please go ahead with your contribution. You have just 30 seconds.
Yeah, okay. First and foremost, I just want to remark to our panelists that the easiest thing to be is to be an examiner and not the examinee.
Okay.
It's easy to talk about leadership. And that word has been so bastardized by so many analysts that you begin to wonder if they even understand what leadership is all about.
Okay.
Now you look at the caliber of human beings who were put together. That is part of leadership. You see where they are being out of office, the kind of organizations that are picking them up to use. That is part of leadership. So when you get up and you begin to talk about he doesn't have leadership and the rest of them, I think you get something fundamentally wrong. I put it to you that you do not have any clue as to what leadership is all about. Leadership is not about what you think. It's not about the hope high kind of thing. Leadership is about putting things in place. And if you have ever run any serious project, you know that serious projects take time to put in place. If you have ever been involved in any form of transformation takes time. Go and ask experts in organizational transformation, and you will find that it takes time. You don't do it overnight. And so what I find is a lot of naivety on the part of Nigerians who claim to know what they are talking and who don't have any clue whatsoever as to what they are talking. Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right. Thank you very much for your contribution. I think we have another call, Kiwin, on the line. Justin, good morning. How is Ikorodu today?
Yeah, good morning.
Hi,
Good morning,
good
Justin.
Yeah, I'm calling from Ikorodu.
Yeah, great. Go ahead and make your contribution quickly.
Yeah, what I want to say about this issue is this. When let's say the fact, we all know that we never do anything about life issue because Jonathan administration, last administration, was supported by APC members, which me and you know about it. But just that the people who have been President Buhari have done so much about life issue. Buhari have done nothing about life. Jonathan has did everything. Just that now Buhari is getting all the appraisals that Jonathan
because he's working. He's
what?
working now.
It happened in the Bible. So it's happening again. We are watching.
All
Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much, Justin. Now,
I think Mr. Siri made his comments due to what the former president came out to say yesterday on his congratulatory messages to Ms. Arima Ote and Femi Adesina. But look, if these individuals, now as regards leadership, now because we're talking about leadership here, leadership qualities, now if, according to what he was saying, that if those individuals did not have leadership, they won't have been picked by those respective organizations. But the issue is, while they held leadership positions in Nigeria, why didn't they succeed? Why didn't things work? How long does it take to give Nigerians positive results?
Let me say something.
we really don't have time.
Let me just quickly say something based on Cyril and what you said.
Okay.
The thing is, a president is like a project manager.
Okay.
If you have all the best consultants in the world on a project, right, and the project manager does not know how to galvanize them and make synergy and make them work to deliver, they will never deliver. Okay. So it's not like most of these guys are not good in what they do, but they were not galvanized by a leader that has vision. And that was what happened.
Okay. Now,
in the previous government.
PMB's 100 days in office, how would you, over 10, what's your rating? Kive.
I don't think it's fair to give a rating by numbers.
Okay.
Because
no,
100 days is too small. The issue is that
in 100 days, what we are considering is 100 days.
I think we're seeing...
But you cannot evaluate him in 4 years from now.
I think we're seeing forward movement. But most people have been talking about body language. But for me, I think body language is one thing, but also you need to be seen to be making a lot of
impact.
Okay, and I would like to say that now, so that President Buhari does not go the same way Jonathan went.
Okay.
And that's why I'm saying that.
All right, Comrade Murphy, let me take it. Do you want to grade his achievement in 100 days?
Actually, in a platform 2
Very
days back,
quickly,
I was asked the same question. I said I'm not going to do so. I voted the president for 4 years.
Okay.
For
all right.
days.
Okay. So your point is very clear. Thanks to everyone who have been a part of our show. Kive Kokori, thank you so much. Comrade Murphy, thank you for coming on the show. We'll definitely be reaching out to you guys again. We'll be back tomorrow with another very interesting episode. Do join us and stay out of trouble. Bye.
So, did you like what you just saw? I know you did. It's very simple. If you want to see more, just subscribe to our channel right now.